Hello, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ashley Smith here in the First Alert Streaming Center on this Monday. And of course, it is New Year's Eve. It's December 30th. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Hold on, it's probably going to sound garbled, but adjust the microphone. Hopefully that helps. Okay, yes, so we are talking about another mild day today and tomorrow, and then we're going to start to see some changes as the temperatures drop on Wednesday, and we eventually even have a chance for some wintry precipitation across parts of the region too. Doesn't look like a big deal, doesn't look like any of that's going to stick, but we'll look ahead to even kind of beyond the 7-day forecast when we do think that there's a chance for wintry precipitation that could stick across parts of the tri-state. So obviously outside right now it's beautiful. We're seeing those clear skies across much of the region, or at least a lot of sunshine in the sky, I should say. However, we're going to see those clouds continue to kind of filter through the area. So you do see some of those clouds right now from our tower camera, and just a few high clouds across parts of the other on some of the other camera views as well. So here's what's going to be happening today. Let me go here. It's going to be another warm day. Temperatures are going to climb into the low 50s. I have like this one stray hair that's bothering me. Anyways, we're going to have temperatures that climb into the low 50s. So this has been the high so far today. This is the warmest that we've been. Normal high is 40, record is 65. So we won't have record warmth, but it's still going to be a warm day, no doubt about that. Right now on radar, nothing showing up. Of course, it is dry all across the tri-state right now. And even if you're traveling perhaps today, maybe ahead of the holiday, you're going to have to go pretty far to find any kind of problems on the roads. So that's good news for those that might be out and about, even locally. Maybe you're hitting up some of those after Christmas sales. I know that's what Stefano and Alexis were talking about doing today. So that's something that you may be doing, and it looks like it's going to be fine. Hello, Becky. For anybody that's getting out and about, should be a really nice day for those types of things. Okay, here's a look at the temperatures right now. As I mentioned, 48 so far. That's the warmest we've been at CVG. 50 at Lunken, 48 in Middletown, 49 in Hamilton. So it's going to be another warmer than normal day. Now, yesterday and on Saturday, we were in the 60s. We're not going to get to the 60s today, but it's still a warm day by December standards. So that's why now it's a lot cooler than yesterday, because yesterday we did make it into the 60s, but even though it's cooler, it's still a mild day for sure. But you may notice that difference as you step outside. At CVG, we looked at this camera just a little bit ago, but winds out of the west at 9 miles per hour gives you a little bit of a wind chill. It feels like 44 outside. So yeah, there is a little bit of a chill in the air, but overall pretty nice. Okay, let's look at a couple of these outdoor events. Festival of Lights, of course, continues through Sunday, right? Isn't that, yeah. January 5th is the last day. Temperatures will be dropping through the 40s this evening. Great weather to head out to Festival of Lights, or if you want to stay in your car at Cincinnati's Nights of Lights out there at the Claremont County Fairgrounds. All of those things going to be really nice weather. Winterfest. I think Winterfest, you only have, 2 more nights, tonight and tomorrow. I should verify that. Yeah, tomorrow's last night. And they have fun, they're doing fun stuff tomorrow. They have, hi Teresa. For New Year's Eve at Kings Island for Winterfest, they're having a 10 p.m. countdown. So if you don't want to be out till midnight, and then they're having a midnight countdown complete with fireworks. So we'll have 2 different opportunities for you to enjoy the new year there. Okay. So today, here we go. Today we're going to have highs in the low 50s, which again is cooler than yesterday, but still a relatively mild day today because the normal high is 40. And we'll see variable clouds. Temperatures don't drop off very much tonight with that rain moving in, kind of that warmer air mass. It'll still remain relatively mild tonight as temperatures only fall down through the 40s by tomorrow morning. So tomorrow's the last really mild day before we start to see a big drop in temperatures for the beginning of January. Here's a look ahead to some of those rain chances. So rain starts to move in late this evening into the overnight hours. Tomorrow morning, you are going to encounter some wet roads, no doubt about that. So maybe you're traveling tomorrow for New Year's Eve. Yes, it's going to be quite wet, those scattered showers all across the region. Rain becomes a little bit more spotty in the afternoon, and then it eventually changes over to a very light wintry mix. Doesn't look like a big deal on Wednesday, but for New Year's Day, it is going to be cooler with temperatures only in the 30s. So that rain changes over to light snow. It's all going to melt on contact with the ground, and it's all going to be very light. This is one of those situations where it's, the system just kind of eking out whatever moisture is left. It's not much. So, I wouldn't be too concerned about that. The other problem with tomorrow, as far as the weather, is that it's going to be quite windy. We're going to have winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour at times tomorrow. Now, today it's not so bad. Definitely a lot better than yesterday. We had very strong wind gusts yesterday. But tomorrow, those winds start to pick up in the morning, 25 to 30 miles per hour, and then by the afternoon, 40, 45 miles per hour even possible. So going to be a very windy day tomorrow, wet at times, but still relatively mild before those temperatures drop on Wednesday. So here's another look at what we expect as far as the precipitation, kind of a wider view in case you're traveling perhaps. Oops, that's what I meant to do. So let's take a look at that. Again, there's the rain tomorrow morning, and then by Wednesday that rain changes over to a light wintry mix. Again, not much in the way of precipitation for us here at home, but again, if you're doing any kind of traveling as you go toward the Ohio Valley, you are going to encounter some of that snow. So, which is good news because there's a lot of ski resorts in that area and parts of western Pennsylvania into Maryland, West Virginia. So good news for them getting some fresh powder, but that's only if you're traveling in that direction for New Year's Day. We're dry through Thursday, I should say. Friday, we start to see that chance for a few flurries, but it looks like that's it, just flurries. Saturday now doesn't look too bad, and then perhaps Saturday you're heading up to Pittsburgh for the Steelers-Bengals game. You should be okay. And then Sunday, we start to see that precipitation move back in. Now, Sunday, this is January 5th. This is still 6 days away. A lot could change, but Sunday into Monday looks to be our next chance for any kind of impactful precipitation in the form of rain and snow. So this is what it looks like there. Again, Sunday night into Monday morning, that rain changes over to snow, to a wintry mix. So we get kind of a little bit of everything on Monday. It continues through Monday night. This could, and again, this is a week away. This is next Monday, January 6th. We could actually have some accumulating snow. This is a very early call. We've been talking about it for a while. We've been talking about this big drop in temperatures, a much colder air mass. This is not unexpected. It's definitely something that we'll be watching more closely because as we get closer and closer, the models will kind of start to align a little bit better and we'll have a better idea. But right now, we just want to, of course, draw your attention to the fact that Sunday into Monday, we're talking about the 5th into the 6th, we could be looking at some snow. And that's probably important because I think a lot of schools go back on the 6th. So might have some snow to deal with, or perhaps maybe you have a little bit of a longer winter break. Way too early to tell for sure, but definitely something, no pun intended, on our radar. Something that we'll be watching very closely because it continues into Tuesday as well. So again, that's still now as we're talking about Tuesday, that's more than a week away. So we have a ways till we get there. Let's see if the rain totals, if this is set up for tomorrow. Yeah, so anything that we get tomorrow, tonight into tomorrow, you're looking at about 1/2 inch or less for most of us. There could be some outlying spots that see more than that. You see Westchester, Loveland, Brooksville, a little more than 1/2 inch. But either way, it's not significant rainfall necessarily, just kind of a nuisance. All right, so here's a look at the 7-day forecast, and then we'll go beyond the 7-day forecast. So yes, another relatively warm day today and tomorrow, but tomorrow it comes with strong gusty winds and some scattered showers across the area. Highs only in the 30s on Wednesday for New Year's Day. And then Thursday and Friday remain chilly. Saturday, very cold. 17 Saturday morning, 29 Saturday afternoon, 18 Sunday morning, 34 Sunday afternoon with that wintry mix possible. And then let's go beyond the 7-day forecast into the first full week there of January. Well, full week, then some. And highs only in the 20s and 30s every day. Very, very cold air for the second weekend in January. You're looking at the 11th and 12th there. 22 the 11th, 20 on the 12th, and overnight lows in the single digits. So this Arctic outbreak, again, we've been talking about it for a while, so hopefully this isn't the first that you're hearing about it, but it's looking more and more like this is going to come to fruition because everything is kind of aligning, and now that we're even closer to it, at first it was kind of just like those long-term models were saying this, but now it's starting to show up even more recently than that. So yes, very cold air headed our way for the beginning to the middle of January. So today and tomorrow, our last really warm days. You know, I meant to look this up just a little bit ago. The last time that we were below freezing, because it's been a while. Good thing is I can look this up pretty easily. Okay. By the way, the Saturday was our warmest day so far this month. It was 61. It was 60 yesterday. Okay, the last time that we were below freezing would have technically been Christmas Eve morning. No, I take that back. Christmas Eve. The 23rd, we were cold in the morning. It was 23 that morning. But then temperatures rose above freezing. I remember it was already above freezing by maybe 10 a.m., 11 a.m., something like that. And so we have not dropped below freezing since December 23rd. So that's officially 1 week today. We've had very warm weather. So in that time, highs have been in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. The coldest high temperature we've had in that time was 48. And we had that Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we were 48 degrees. Overnight lows those days were also in the 40s. So temperature didn't really move very much Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Then we climbed into the 50s and the 60s. So overall, so far, we of course have 2 more days to account for here in the almanac, but so far the average temperature, let's just do the average temperature overall. The average temperature in December, this is like all of the temperatures, not just high, not just low, but the average temperature as a whole was 37.7 degrees, which is almost exactly 2 degrees warmer than normal. Normal temperature on average is 35.8. We're about 1.5 degrees above normal for the high and about 2 degrees warmer than normal for the low. So yeah, it's been a warm month overall. I know we've had some cold snaps, but yeah, let's see, our coldest low was 11, and that was on the 6th. Coldest high looks to be 33 degrees maybe. 31 on the 12th. Oh no, 30 on the 3rd. So we had several days with high temperatures in the 30s. So that cold air definitely going to return. Okay, so let's talk more about yeah, Jeff Jeff loves the snow, but and Ed apparently loves the snow too. But it will be, I'm sure no kid is going to, well, I shouldn't say that, but I think a lot of kids will not complain about snow for the 6th, 7th, and 8th of January. Okay, let's look at All right, here's the rain forecast for tonight into tomorrow. Again, we're going to be dry through the daytime hours. Rain doesn't arrive until very late this evening, 10, 11 o'clock, and then spotty showers, some heavy rain at times tomorrow, especially tomorrow morning. And then that rain becomes a little bit more scattered into the afternoon, eventually changing over to a light wintry mix Wednesday. Does not look like any of that wintry mix accumulates. None of the snow sticks to the ground. It's far too warm, but definitely going to see at least a chance for some of that snow because it is going to be so much colder. Okay. Okay, here's that 7-day forecast again. 52 today, 51. So tonight is very mild, 46 for your overnight low, 51 for your high temperature tomorrow, and then that drop in temperatures by Wednesday with highs only in the 30s. It's cold Thursday and Friday with just a few flurries. Friday, we're dry but very cold Saturday, and then that rain and snow mix changing over to snow Sunday into Monday. Okay, I hope whatever your plans are for the rest of the week in this kind of weird period between Christmas and New Year's, you have some fun plans, safe plans for tomorrow, of course. Steve Horsemeyer will have your streaming show this evening. I will be back with you tomorrow for the same time and all that kind of stuff. Jen is asking about snowfall totals for Sunday into Monday. Way too early. I don't even think, well, some of the models would have snowfall totals, but the problem is right now they would be so high because that's just how the models tend to be. They start really high and then they come down. I have not even looked at them, to be completely honest with you. I take that back. Last week, Steve and I looked at them and it was like science fiction. They were very high, if I'm being completely honest, but I don't buy it. Not right now anyways. Let me see. Yeah. I don't even know if this one would go out far enough. Probably the wrong model. Yeah, that's about what I would expect it to say. It says 1/10 of an inch this Friday, and then a few inches Monday into Tuesday. So typically, that number would be cut in half. So I would say worst case scenario, 4 inches, best case scenario, flurries, But this number will come down. This will actually be, we should track this. So today it's showing a little more than 4 inches. We'll track it again tomorrow and again on Wednesday, and let's just see how much it comes down, because I promise you it'll come down. It's, yeah. That'll be fun to keep an eye on, for me anyways. Some kids are probably thrilled, because I definitely think that would be enough to close school. But again, as of right now, it's way too early to kind of bet the farm on that at all. Okay, wow, time flies when you're looking at snow. Okay, Jeff's going to be happy. Ed's going to be happy. Kids are going to be happy. Maybe you can use that sled that you got for Christmas. Finally. Okay, I'm going to sign off now, get ready for the afternoon shows and all that. I will see you back at 3 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. Then Steve Horsemeyer will be in, and he will have your streaming show as well. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you again this afternoon on air or tomorrow right here as well.